I'm Rory Green from XR Today, bringing you the latest in news and conversation from the extended reality space. Today, we'll be discussing the future of XR solutions, notably the benefits that the immersive space can offer today and in the coming months for enterprise clients. Joining me today to explore this topic is Frank Furnari, the founder of ARuVR. Welcome, Frank, and thanks for taking the time to join me today.
Thanks for having me.
Brilliant. So to kick off this conversation and to really explore, the impact of XR solutions, could you, from your perspective, give us some insight and perhaps talk about your product roadmap? What kind of features and benefits are you bringing to your customers and your partners over the coming 12 months? And then within that, how do you feel ARuVR is reacting to current industry trends?
Right, thank you. So before we talk about the future, it's important to understand where we're coming from. So the XR market into the enterprise world, it's more mature than it was, a few years ago, and is getting very mature with lots of adoptions in many industries. So if you think about XR into the enterprises started with what we called XR 1.0, which is all kind of the basic VR experience, like 3 degrees of freedom, or even the basic AR experience using phones and tablets. Recently, there's been a kind of a shift moving into what we call XR 2.0, which is a little bit more advanced VR using 6 degrees of freedom, and also from an AR point of view, using AR devices such as HoloLens or Magic Leap. Now, what we are seeing here is moving toward XR 3.0, and this is where we're going to focus our products on in the next 12 months, which is the blended, a converged experience of VR and AR within a single experience, in XR. So basically, users will not have just a VR experience or AR experience, but we have the blended version of those two technologies into their experience, which the majority of the time it's around training use cases. So that's where we're going to be focusing. We're been focusing on using advanced handsets such as the Pico 4 or the HTC Vive Elite devices to create these blended experiences for enterprises. Now, of course, every single XR company will try to port their product into the upcoming Apple Vision Pro, and we will do so, but I cannot reveal a lot of details. We're going to do even more than simply porting it. We're going to simply take the full advantages of the Vision Pro new functionalities that they're bringing into the market. So that's where we're going to be focusing, and broadly talking, without going too much into the details. Otherwise, we're going to stay here 1 hour, even because I'm Italian, so I can talk a lot. To answer the second question, it's what are the challenges that we're trying to solve with these new functionalities? Well, you need to understand that the current traditional training into enterprise is not working, right? So that is where we are focusing. We are focusing to learning and development use cases for enterprises. So if you think about traditional training today, it's very passive. Users learn by watching it, or simply they also forget it quite easily because there aren't too many engagement or interactions. And then it requires hours, and the trainer at the end of the day get back also basic data of that experience. So what we're trying to do is to solve all these challenges by introducing what we call the blended learning 3.0, which is a combination of face-to-face, digital content, and XR content. So by doing that, the training courses will be far more engaged. The users will learn by doing it. They will remember much more, so the retention rate of the content will be very high. And also, users will learn in minutes. You don't need to spend 2 or 3 hours or even 8 hours in the classrooms. By experience that specific topic using VR headsets or XR headsets, you can you can acquire those knowledge into minutes. And then the trainer will get far more insights from users than simply basic data. So that is primarily what we're trying to solve with this new approach of blended VR and AR experience into training.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. You know, within sort of the upcoming headsets that are going to be released and perhaps your role there, as well as reacting to, as you say, enterprise and industry trends. There's a lot of exciting stuff there for sure. And for our listeners, for our readers, and for those watching, if they want to learn more about what you're doing over these coming months, as they sound like exciting times, how can they learn more? Where can they, get to know a little bit more about what you're doing?
Well, it's first of all, as you may know, ARuVR it's actively available in many events. So we got lots of stands into major learning and development events in primarily in UK, but also in the States. So one way to experience the platform and talk to us, it's actually coming to one of those events and visit our stands, and you will get the whole experience of this patent technology. The other approach would be the website. So if you go to www.aruvr.com, you will get a lot of information about that and a lot of news as well. So there are lots of news that we post every week, I would say. And inside the website, you can also apply for a bespoke demo of the platform for you. So if you fill in the form, one of our guys will be in contact with you, and we can provide the full demo of this platform based on your needs.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that. And again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your insight. It's all incredibly valuable. That's it from myself and from Frank. To get more news, you can get more news, by subscribing to the XR Today news channel and by following our social pages. I'm Rory Greener from XR Today. Thank you very much for watching. And Frank, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for your time.